Welcome all our live stream viewers tuning in. About to get started here at Newred Hobbies. Get that camera up here just a second. A lot of things going on today. We got special race here towards the later half of this round. Everybody checked in here. Give me 1 second. Let's see who's left. What. And Mike, you're not in this race. You're supposed to be marshalling technically. You are in the next race.
10 seconds left.
All right, I need Mr.
Less than 5 seconds.
All right. I'll be watching online. Give me just 1 second here. Getting that camera hooked up. Mr. David Chippy tuning in here. Okay, maybe we're not going to get the camera hooked up. This is why we can't have nice things. All right, sorry about that, folks. About to get underway here once again, getting the old camera hooked up. Temporary camera going here. Wow, the other one's getting working. Chippy's threatening to visit us. All right, there we go. All right, drivers, your order for this one. Give me Mr. Charles, followed by Richard, Luke, Craig, and Chad. Got 10 cars today in Ocala Bomber. It's got at least one cool car out there, and then a couple of cheater cars, but you know how it goes. Spread them out, guys. 3 feet. Got the brothers out there running together in this race, Charles and Chad. Here we go. Remember, you're on your own clock when you cross that line. And we are off and running. Caution in 3, go high into 3. And it's clear. Caution in 2, high through 1 and 2. Oh, looks like Richard's having a problem there. Got 1 lap into it. Fortunately, you got a chance in the second round. All right, Mr. Craig Reynolds out there in that white-nosed, orange-bodied cheater car. Running a 35-lap pace right now. Fast lap last time by with a 6.27. Luke's got a 6.44. Chad 7.6. Charles 6.7. Craig, Luke, Chad, Charles.
Three minutes left.
One down, 250 to go. 36 lap pace for Craig. coming from DeLand last night, winter chicken dinner, and was it short course? I forget. He won in something, but it wasn't bomber last night. Charles last time out with a 6-6. So your leader, Craig, in the white and orange. Luke in second, running that dark color with the fluorescent yellow wheels. We're not sure what we call that. Chad out there, the Miles' car, the black Camaro with red stripes on it.
2 minutes left.
Ran a fast lap the previous lap of a 7-0. He's back behind his brother by about 3 laps. Charles behind second by just over 5 seconds. Luke in second there behind your leader by a lap and change. Mr. Craig dropping a 6-1. His car is looking good right now. Whatever he's done to that suspension, it's biting. Probably going to go downhill from here after that, but you never know. All right, 1:30 to go. Up next, could be Heat 2 of Ocala Bomber, TJ, Mike Raines, John Carpenter, John Cole, David Coleman. You need to be in staging meow. Oh, man. Charles throwing a little hip check on your leader.
One minute left.
Caution in two, caution in two. And it's clear. Once again, Heat 2 of Ocala Bomber, you're up now. Get up here. Watch online, jump in the chat, let us know where you're tuning in from, who you're rooting for. And if you're in the Facebook group, you definitely need to know, let us know who you are, because it doesn't tell us. Mr. Craig still rocking out there. About 5 seconds to go in this race. Remember, that's the race clock, drivers. Keep racing until I tell you you're done. Race it out, drivers, race it out. Looking for Chad to finish out. Everybody else is done. Here he comes down the front straightaway and shut it down. Craig Reynolds going to take that, setting a good TQ here. 36.403. Luke with 34. Charles 31. Chad with 29. And Mr. Richard having a problem there, unfortunately for him.
Three minutes left.
All right. Cars to the table, cars off, radios off. If you have a house transponder, return it to me. And head back out the track to Marshall. Next group, you may check them in.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, all my drivers are checked in and ready to go, looking for my marshals to get out there so these boys can get some hot laps without destroying their car. What a beautiful day for racing. I don't know how hot it is yet, but low 80s at best, and I got a pair of shorts just in case. All right, thank you to Luke and Craig.
2 minutes left.
Oh, Casey's temping the track. It doesn't matter. At this point, you're probably running blues. Still get away with M3s of this. Mark, you don't need a marshal. We got guys that are supposed to be out there. Hey, after your experience the other night, almost losing your head. Slow them down, guys.
Left.
Mr. Mark's crossing the track here, and Mr. Chad's going to take the far end. All right, drivers, turn them loose. You got a minute 30 on that clock.
75 seconds left. One minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. "15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Less than 5 seconds.
All right, looks like everybody's ready to rock and roll. Thank you, gentlemen. Order's going to be TJ, Mike, John Carpenter, John Cola, and David Coleman. Especially after he was driving backwards on the track underneath hot laps. Yeah, Mike, the pole sitter sets the pace, buddy. Here we go. Don't take that from him, Carpenter. Whoa! See who's got what. That TQ is set at 36 laps. Give him another lap to get in that race order here. Actually, we're about 6 into this. This TJ Nolan out on a 38-lap pace, 4:04. 2 laps on the old TQ. Mike Rain's also above the old TQ. He's on a 37-lap pace behind your leader by,
3 minutes left.
Looks like Mike's body is falling off the post there. He's just starting to drop down the charts. It's TJ, 37-lap pace. Cole at a second by 4.2 out there in the orange number 5. David Coleman in the white, blue, and red number 51, if I'm not mistaken. Running that cheater Mustang. Mike Rain's in 4th now. Carpenter in 5th in the white and black number 99. .145 down, just about halfway, drivers. Come on, Carpenter, get on that throttle while we're young.
2 minutes left.
Stay in the groove. I think today might be a little harder tire day. TJ rocking out there in this silver black with a red stripe Camaro. On a 37-lap pace right now, 4:06 with a fast lap of a 6:1. That's pretty close to what Mr. Craig had in that previous race. Coleman in 2nd now with a 6:2. John Cola with a 6:7. Mike Rain 6:2. Carpenter with a 6:7. All right, up next with 1:15 to go, it's going to be Mark, Bob, Richard, Matt, George, and Brandon. That's our sportsman class. Come get your transponders if you need one.
1 minute left.
Oh, and Cola jumping it into the infield there in turn 1. 45 seconds to go. Caution 3, and it's clear. It's TJ. David Coleman back about 3 laps in second. Cola behind him at the line here, but it might change because Coleman. Oh no, we got some guys. Something bounced up into his undercarriage there. That is time, drivers. Race it out, race it out. Looking for Cola and Reigns. Looking for Reigns to finish out here. And shut it down. TJ Nolan, new TQ, 37.403. Gonna take that top spot with a fast lap of a 6.132. Coleman gonna hold on for a second there with 33 laps. Gonna put it 4th overall. Mr. Cola in 3rd with 33. Gonna put it 5th overall. Mike Reigns with 30. Gonna line up 7th at the moment. And Carpenter gonna put it 8th with 29 laps.
3 minutes left.
All right, coming up, Sportsman. It's a mix of everything. All right, let's get our marshals out there ASAP. And I got a lot of transponders to get set up here. So drivers, I need all my drivers to park the car on the back straight for this one, just to make things easier. Red light is on. You may drive backwards around the track. Keep it at a slow pace speed. All right, see what we got up there. I need Mr.
2
Mark
minutes
Gagne to
left.
cross that start-finish line on the front straight. He's good to go. Mr. Richard, cross the line for me, please. All right, he's good to go. Mr. Matt Winston, cross the line. You out there? No? All right, let's get Mr. George.
90 seconds left.
Hold on, guys. George, cross it again.
"75 seconds left. One
All
minute
right, Matt,
left.
cross that line. Turn around again for me.
"45
All right,
seconds
Brandon.
left.
All right, let's get my marshals in position. We're going to turn you guys loose for another about 45 seconds here, and we'll get
45
checked in.
seconds left.
it ready. All right, guys, 40 seconds on the clock. Turn them loose. Caution in 1 and 2.
30
Caution 1 and
seconds
2.
left. "15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Less than 5 seconds.
That looks like Richard upside down again. Consistency is a good thing. Remember that. You can build upon that. If it's random, you have no clue what's causing the problem. All right, drivers, let's slow him down. We're going to give Mr. Matt a chance to get it out here. He's having to fiddle with a little body fitment issues for a moment. First time racing. Mr. Werstein tuning online, Mr. Chippy online, and somebody out there telling us to keep it clean today. That's probably Mosier. Welcome our new drivers here today. Mr. George finally getting it down, at least on the outside track. Mr. Matt. Mr. Brandon. We got a little time. The new guy, we're going to come a little slack. That just means we're eating up all the slack we would have given everybody else later on, so. Go cross the line one more time. I'm going to make sure your transponder's set. Oh, okay. Is that our issue here, is getting that mounted? Ah. Getting a reamer for him. I actually have one here if you need it. I don't know how well it works. We think we got it. All right. Matt's got to take a deep breath. He's going to get 2 laps to go practice. Thank you, sir. All right, Matt, your choice. You can stay down. You can go up either way. As long as you're not blocking anybody from the driver's stand when you're on the ground. It's all good. All right, we got some marshals out there. Mr. Coleman, thank you, sir. All right, the order for this one. Remember, guys, it is a rolling start. A lot of new guys in this one, so keep it 3 feet apart. Don't speed up really fast. Don't slow down really fast. Let's keep it simple on ourselves. Mr. Mark's going to lead us off, followed by Bob, Richard, Matt in 4th, George, and Brandon. A little mix of everything out there today. And see if these boys can do a lap or 2 under pace. Not too bad for first timers. Here we go. Remember, you're on that clock when you finally cross that line. Caution in 2, caution in 2. Caution 3, caution 3. All right, guys, I'm having to hand count one here. Mr. Bob showing the way, followed by Mark, Matt, Richard, George, and Brandon at the line. Wheelie time out there from Mr. Matt. Caution 3 and 4, caution 3 and 4. Good save, guys. Let's have a little chat with Mr. George here to help dial that car in. Caution in 4. $145 down, $215 to go. Bob Rumplash showing the way out there in the all green Flash Street. Mr. Mark in second right now.
2 minutes left.
Matt in third in the all-black Mud Boss. Caution in 3 and 4. Brandon up to fourth right now. Richard in fifth in the all-yellow short course. Mr. George rounding out the field here. .135 to go. Up next, Carpenter, Cola, Gagne, Lizotte, Smith, Coleman. Caution in 4, it's clear.
One minute left.
Kerfluffle down the front straightaway. That was, I think, Mark. Caution in 3, 1 and 2. Caution in 1 and 2. I think that was Mark jumping over the back of Brandon, rocking a sprint car today. Think he's gonna run a different car in the second round. We'll see. Caution in 1 and 2. Stay low, stay low, stay low. That's not low, guys. Inside or low, inside or low. Oh man, looks like Brandon's having some shock or other issues. Hopefully something can pop on real quick. Mr. Casey's gonna take a quick look. 10 seconds to go. Race it out, drivers, race it out. Mr. George going for a tumble down in turn 1 and 2. Richard's done, Matt's done, Mark is done. Bob is done. Looking for Mr. George to finish out here. You got to get down that front straightaway. Mr. Brandon is out, unfortunately. And wow, at the end, Mr. Bob had an 11-second lap. He's not going to take the top spot there. Mr. Mark stealing away by 3 seconds over Bob. 31 laps for both of them. Richard with 30. Matt with 29. Brandon out after 24. George got 20 or so here with me hand counting it. Get that sorted out for next round. All right, short course late model. Let's get him on the track and checked in. Drivers from that race, put your car on the table, turn the car off, the radio off, hand me the transponder, and head back out to track to Marshall.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, Mr. Bob's out there. Mr. Brandon's out there. I think he might have been a little excited. He had that little smoke after that one. Hey, that's what it's about. Getting excited. Slow it down, Mr. Cole. That red light is supposed to be on. Looks like I got it backwards here. We have a lot of light switches out here that are not wired the same. I'm going to give Wags a hard time about that. No, electrical wiring is hard sometimes. All right, I need a check-in from, let's see, Coleman's already out there. Sure, he's good. Mr. Carpenter's on his way out. Left. Mr. Cola's good. Mr. Mark, check it in for me, please. All right, Mr. Mark is good. Mr. Charles is good. Here comes Luke. Is that a new body? No more country time, huh? You finally beat that thing up. Uh-oh. He's stepping up. I see an associated sticker on the side of that. Is it an associated chassis? Uh-oh. All right, all my drivers are checked in. All right, gentlemen, you got about a minute on the clock here. Roll them off.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
Looks like these boys are ready to rock and roll. The order for this one's John Carpenter, John Cola, Mark Gagnol, Charles Lazat, Luke Smith, and David Coleman.
15 seconds left.
Looking good, Billy Ray. Here we go. Remember, guys, you're on your own clock when you cross the line. Woo. Luke getting feisty out there already. That's his warning. I missed that one. I missed the other one. I'm trying to watch a little bit of everything here right now. Penalty box coming out. I can sense it already. Caution three, caution three. Oh, Carpenter and Mark getting together here. Only costing you guys time. Now they're stuck.
3 minutes left.
All right, after 120, it's Luke Smith, David Coleman, John Cola, Charles Lazat, John Carpenter, Mark Gagnol at the line here. Caution two, caution two. Can't find our leader, number 21. Black with a white hood on it, roof. Caution three, go low to three, low through three. Stay low, low, low. That's you, Bob, that's you. Looks like Mark's gonna pull out of that one. He's not happy with his car. And looks like, I don't know, if Coleman's, I don't know, he's slow there for a second. Carpenter with a 5.9, new fast lap for the group. Luke's got a 6.0, Coleman 5.9, Cola 6.0, Charles 5.9, Mark with a 6.9. Who got into who there? Well, there's a giant telephone pole in front of me, so I couldn't see it. I think it was set up more for the off-road when we had it out here. A lot bigger track to look at. Luke Smith, 5.95, new fast lap.
1 minute left.
No, these weren't blocking most of the turns. Caution and one, caution and one. Cola gets in the pipe. Carpenter nowhere to go. Ooh, watch out. Coleman spinning out there. Everybody getting all kerfluffled. 35 seconds to go. Up next, we got Buggy Late Model. 10 seconds. Luke, 37. Coleman, 37. Charles, 37. Cole on a 36. Carpenter on a 34. That is time, drivers. Race it out. Looking for one more and shut it down. Wow, Coleman with a 5.91 new fast lap on the last lap, but it's not enough. Luke Smith takes it 38.405. Coleman with 37.402. Lazat 404. Back 2 seconds there. John Cole with 36. Carpenter with 34.
3 minutes left.
All right. I heard you. All right. This is going to be the big event today. We're going to see if it works. If you're watching online, you can have a little special event here in this race. We're going to find out. Let's get her checked in.
2 minutes,
Casey's
30
checked in.
seconds
Wags
left.
is checked in. Greg's good. TJ is good. Looking for Mike. He is messing with his car right now.
Two minutes left.
All right, looks like all my drivers are checked in. Where are my marshals from that last race? I see one. Need my marshals from that last race.
$90 seconds left. $75 seconds.
All right, guys, turn them loose. Looking for my other marshals, are supposed to be out here. Thank you, Mark, Mr. Cola, Mr. Carpenter. You guys are not supposed to be running off. You're supposed to be on the track.
1 minute left.
And we're good with the marshals we got now. Thank you, gentlemen.
$45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. Like the boys are ready to go. All right, boys, we're going to change the order for this one a little
15
bit.
seconds left.
So listen up. The order for this one's
10
going to be
seconds
Craig,
left.
TJ, Mike, Jason, and Casey's going to run in the back.
Less than 5 seconds.
And here we go. We got the in-car camera today. Mr. Casey rocking out there with the GoPro for us. We got a live streaming on the feed. You're watching it right now. Hopefully you guys don't get too dizzy. All right, it's Casey, TJ, Mike, Craig, Jason. Caution 2, caution and 2. If we can't find our leader, oh, he's tied up with third place. Like Craig's got a body tuck. He's good to go.
3 minutes left.
Casey out there in the green, white and black, number 3. He's pushing like a dump truck almost. A little snug through the corner. He's going to free it up for later on here. Mike Raines in second. And the other silver, black, and green. Number 10, TJ Nolan in the chrome car out there in the 22. Jason Wags running the 80s camo. Craig Reynolds, back of the field in this one in the white tipped, orange bodied. Go back to the end car camera here. See if Casey can make some sweet passes here. Ooh, all at the backside of TJ there for a second.
Left.
Oh, Wags up on two wheels on his side and saves it somehow. The line, Casey Bash showing the way. Remember, guys, he's got a GoPro on there. That's another, like, ounce or two on the car. May actually be helping him in this one. Mike Raines in second by 2 laps. TJ back 3 seconds in third. Wags behind him by 1.5 seconds. Mr. Reynolds back another 4.5 in fifth. Casey Bass on a 39-lap pace right now. He's getting prepped for J Concepts, Durable Nats up at Cochran. At Dave Thompson's place. Next weekend, good luck to them. Don't forget, we have the Florida RC Off-Road Championships here for the 10-scale series. Next February 2nd and 3rd. That's a Friday, Saturday. This next weekend is what we're trying to get prepped for inside. Caution up front straight. Oh, we just missed that. "35 seconds to go." Casey still holding on that lead by about 2 laps. Over Mike Raines, Wags to third, TJ to fourth by 6/10. And it looks like TJ and Wags getting into it there. That is for position. Oh, caution one, go high into one, high into one. Good save from Craig there. Mr. Raines upside down in there. 5 seconds to go. See something on the track out there. Oh, it's a shock cap or a pinion here in turn 4. That is time, drivers. Race it out, race it out. Casey's done, Mike's done. And looking for Wags. Shut it down. Wow. Casey gonna take it 38.401. New TQ. Mike Raines with 35.4 flat. TJ jumping up that third there on that last lap, 35.405. Wags 35.407. Reynolds with 34.406. Wow. That was sweet. All right, it's the end of the first round. It is 2:17. We're going to take a 20-minute break. Oh, you want 30 now? All right, we'll take a 30-minute break here. I got to get some lunch, so don't forget, go see Tom. Get something in your belly. Track will be open for practice here. So if you're watching online, let me know how the in-car video was. I thought it was sweet. It looked good here. 30-minute break here. Get you some grub. That's going to be 2:45 for round 2. All right, track's open for practice.
7.1.
6.1. 6.6. 6.5, 6.0, 6.0, 6.0, 5.9, 6.0, 5.9, 5.8, 5.9, 6.0, 5.8, 5.8, 5.8, 5.8, 5.7, 5.8, 5.8, 5.9, 5.8, 5.8,
8.2. 7.7.
6.7.
7.3. 7.8. 7.3. 8.6.
5.7.
7.8. 8.4. 7.0. 7.2.
6.9.
7.6. 7.1. 7.1.
6.8.
7.2. 7.0.
6.7. 6.6.
7.0.
6.8.
8.8.
6.7. 6.6. 6.5.
7.
6.6. 6.9. 6.4. 6.8.
7.8. 7.9. 7.8.
Six point two. 6.1. 5.8. 6.3.
7.6.
6.1.
7.
6.7. 6.0. 6.8. 6.2. 6.0.
8.9. 8.8. 7.8,
6.9, 6.5, 6.9,
8.0, 7.0, 8.7,
6.7, 6.8, 6.6, 6.7, 6.2,
7.5,
5.9,
7.3, 7.0,
6.9,
7.8, 8.1, 7.7,
6.9, 6.9,
7.8, 8.1,
6.6, 5.7, 6.7,
7.3,
6.2,
7.0,
6.4, 6.7, 6.3,
8.0,
6.2, 6.4, 6.0, 6.2, 6.1, 6.4,
7.0, 7.1, 7.5, 7.9.
6.9.
All right, boys and girls, your 10-minute call up for round 2. 10-minute call up for round 2. It is 2:35. Once again, we are starting round 2 at
6.8.
2:45.
7.1.
6.5. 6.8. 6.7. 6.3.
7.0.
6.4. 6.3.
8.3.
All right, boys and girls, track is closed. Track is closed. Track crew, come on out. Blow it off or do whatever. We got some glasses up on the wall here if anybody's missing some glasses. Richard couldn't believe what he was seeing when he got his bomber out there that run there. Made a couple changes that started working. He took the glasses off to make sure he was seeing what he saw. All right, boys and girls, round two. Start heading this way, Ocala Bomber.
Three minutes left.
Looking for Craig, Luke, Charles, Chad, Richard. Start heading this way. Marshals will be buggy late model.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes on that clock. Get him out there and checked in. Mr. Wags laid a little moisture down. We'll see how it goes here. Mr. Craig's going to be mad if he can't set a new TQ this round.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Looking for Luke Smith, Charles Lazat, Chad Lazat, Richard Doyle. Get him out there and checked in. We got one marshal out there, Mr. Wags. Mr. Casey says he's on his way. Looking for TJ. I think we'll be
2
mostly
minutes
good with
left.
that. Get TJ out in the infield. We'll turn these boys loose here in a minute. Super Marshal TJ Nolan. Casey, go to the far end. TJ, take this in. All right, 1:30 on the clock. Roll them off. You got 1:30.
90 seconds left. 75 seconds left.
Remember, guys, you got to go around the corners.
1 minute left.
If Craig just lifted the front of his body up by one spot, that thing probably stopped hitting the ground. Here comes Mr.
45
Charles.
seconds left.
Looking for Richard. He's ready and pumped. Do you need to wear the glasses for the race? Oh, okay. Here comes Mr. Chad.
30 seconds left. "15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Less than 5 seconds.
And looks like Richard, chance for glory, taking a sharp turn for the worst here. May not be receiving all the signal there when he gets down to the end of the turn. All right, gentlemen, let's slow it down, slow it down. Richard, chance here to sort it out real quick. All right, Richard's going to try it. He's going to try to drive it like he stole it. Don't be surprised if he has to pull it off there after a little bit. We'll see. Sometimes you just got to open up those receivers and dump all the dirt out of it. Let it quit shorting out. All right, your order's going to be Craig Reynolds, Luke Smith, Charles Lazat, Chad Lazat, and Richard Doyle. Here we go. And we're off and running. Couple of these boys getting a little loose, entering turn 3 there. Oh, Craig almost spins it out. Luke saves it. Another lap or two and we'll go in that race order. Already down to a 6.18 from Craig Reynolds. Backs up with a 6.16. Charles with a 6.35. Richard 6.84. All right, after about 7 laps here, it's about 50 seconds into this race. Craig Reynolds showing the way in that white-tipped, orange-bodied number 2 car.
3 minutes left.
37-lap run here for Flat. He's ahead of TQ by 3.2 at the line. Charles back 3.8 in second. Richard in third, down a lap at the moment. Luke behind him a little bit more. And Chad rounding out the field here on a 29-lap pace. Richard going gravedigger all over Charles. Definitely looking better this round. They made some changes there. Mr. Casey helping them out. Stop seesawing on that wheel so much. 145 down, 2:15 to go. Craig Reynolds still showing the way. Richard Doyle, new fast lap, 6.49, up at the second right now. Back about 3 laps behind our leader, Mr. Luke behind him by 2.1 in third. So Richard out there in the 45, copper color Nova. Luke rocking the blue, green, and black Camaro. Charles in the purple and cream Camaro. And Chad rocking the black with red stripes. Up next, Ocala Bomber Heat 2. Everybody in Bomber that's not in this race, up, you're next. See how simple that was? Craig down to a 6-0. Caution at 1, and it's clear. Mr. Charles driving through the drift here. That was impressive, but not going to get it that time out of turn 2.
1 minute left.
It's Craig on a 38.404 now, bumping up the time to another lap. Richard Doyle in second, back about 3 laps and change. Luke Smith behind him by 9/10. Charles, new fast lap, 6.24 last time by. Chad down to a 7-1. "25 seconds. Caution in 3, caution in 3. We got a kerfluffle here, and somebody's missing a body post. Can't tell who that is. Caution at 1. Go low through 1, low through 1. That is time, drivers. Race it out, race it out. Looking for one more and shut it down. Craig Reynolds going to take a new TQ, 38.405. Luke Smith with 33.404. Beat Richard to the line by .008 for that second spot in that race. Richard with 33.404 as well. Going to put it 6 overall at the moment. Charles with 32. Going to line up 7th. Mr. Chad with 29. Going to line up 10th.
3 minutes left.
All right, guys, from that last race, put your car on the table, turn it off, radio off, hand back any house transponders, and head back out the track to Marshall.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, looking for a check-in from TJ. Everybody else is good to go. Our marshals need to start heading on out there.
2 minutes left.
Slow it down, drivers. I get some marshals out there for you. A couple are heading down the far end. Thank you, gentlemen. As soon as they're in position, we'll turn you loose because you're going to have about a minute 45. All right, roll them off.
$90 seconds left. $75 seconds left.
Caution in 1, and it's clear.
One minute left.
All right, drivers on the stand, are you happy with the guys down below in front of you? Make sure Mr. Cole wasn't blocking anybody there. Oh, he's going upstairs anyways.
45 seconds left.
All right, while I wait for that, your current TQ, Craig Reynolds down there in the far end of the track. 38.405 is your target time here. Right now, TJ is currently 2nd overall. Coleman in this race is 4th overall. Cola's 5th overall. Mike Raines is 8th overall. Mr. Carpenter down at 9th. That's where they're starting. Give me TJ, David, John, Mike, and John
15
Carpenter.
seconds left. 10 seconds left. Less than 5 seconds.
Here we go. Oh no, I didn't catch it there. Looks like Mr. Coleman's waiting for him. Good sportsmanship, guys. Appreciate it. Everybody trying to cut off turn 4 there. Oh no, TJ having a problem. Lost the gear. Oh, that's too bad. All right, after about a minute here, Mike Raines to the top spot.
3 minutes left.
Run the black and silver and green number 10. John Cola in second by 4.3 out there in the orange number 5 Camaro. David Coleman back about 6/10 in third in the white, blue, and red Mustang. Mr. John Carpenter in the white and black number 99. In fourth right, Meow. Mr. TJ out after 5 laps. The fast lap of the group right now is 6:3.79. $140 down, $220 to go. Just about halfway, drivers. And a lot of Lexan out there.
2 minutes left.
Coleman dropping a 6.28. New fast lap on the group right now. Up next, Ready to Run Sportsman. Looking for Mark, Bob, Richard, Matt, George, and Brandon. Get your transponders if you need them. Mike Raines on 35, 404.
One minute left.
Again, Mike on a 35, 404. We're going to put it third overall right now. He's jumping up 5 spots. Cola going to put it fourth overall at the moment, bumping up 1 spot. He's back 2.1 seconds in second right now. David Coleman back about 6 seconds and change in third. I'm going to put it 6th, improving his time, but losing 2 spots to a couple other guys who picked up some more time. Carpenter on a 32 lap pace here, going to improve to 9th overall. "25 seconds, drivers." Mike Raines, your leader, coming off turn 4. Oh, Cola driving into him. Costing them both time. They're 1.1 seconds apart. Run a little daytime, tracks run a little differently. Probably changed a little more faster than that night. Race it out, drivers. Keep going. That is time. Cola's done. Raines is done. Coleman's done. John's done. And shut it down. Mike Raines going to hold on to that one. 34, 4 flat. Beat Cola to the line by 4/10. Both with 6.3s there. Going to put third and fourth overall. Coleman in third with 33 laps. Going to put it 6th with a fast lap of a 6.28. John Carpenter with 32 laps and 4:02. Going to improve to 8th overall with a fast time of a 6.6.
3 minutes left.
All right, drivers, put your car on the table, turn it off, radio off. Head back out track to Marshall. Your second.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Slow them down, guys. Slow them down. Waiting for a couple turn marshals. Mr. George, cross the line one more time for me. Thank you, sir. All right, TJ's out there. Mr. Carpenter's going to the
2
far
minutes
end.
left.
Here comes Mr. Matt. All right, Matt's checked in, looking for Richard. Get his car out there. All right, looking for one more marshal out in the infield. Who's it going to be? Boys are ready to rock and roll.
90 seconds left.
Cole's going to take it. As soon as he gets down there, we'll turn you guys loose. Make sure to spread them out,
75
gentlemen. You got
seconds
plenty of
left.
space out there, and you don't need to practice with everybody in the way. All right, roll them off. You got a minute on the clock.
One minute left. Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left. 10 seconds left. Less than 5 seconds.
All right, boys and girls, your order for this one is going to be Mark, Bob, Richard, Matt, Brandon, and George. George, you're last. And Mark, Bob, Richard, Matt, Brandon, and George. Here we go. Oh, Mark going deep into turn one there. This is Sportsman. It's a mix of guys who've never been on our track or on a track in a long time, and others who still working their way up to the top of the charts for the big show. It's Richard at the line, Brandon in second, Bob the third, top three ahead of the current TQ. Mr. Mark, George, and Matt rounding out the field right now. Give them a couple more laps and we'll get into a real good race order.
Three minutes left.
Caution and four, caution and four. Mr. Brandon helping him out. Richard showing the way ahead of current TQ by about 2 laps. Mark in second now with a new fast lap of a 6.7, and he stuffs it in the infield. Brandon back 1.1 in third in the sprint car. Matt back 4 seconds in fourth, and the Mud Boss stay low out of 4. Drivers stay low out of 4, and it's clear. Bob in fourth, Mark fifth, George the sixth now. George rocking a fast lap of a 7.7. Matt's got a 7.5. Mark with a 6.7. Bob 6.7. Brandon 6.2. Richard 6.203. The fast lap right meow.
Two minutes left.
Just past halfway. Up next, short course late model. We are going to blow it off before this race, I believe. Richard, Brandon, Bob, Matt, Mark, and George. Closest battle between Matt and Mark. Down the front straightaway they go. Ooh, Matt getting a little happy on the steering. Spinning himself out. Whatever he's got in that thing, it's got some forward bite. He's popping some wheelies out there.
One minute left.
Oh, Bob throwing an elbow to Richard. Caution and one, caution and one. Good job, Brandon, turning out of the track. Good job. "35 seconds. It's Richard, Brandon. Over Bob by 1.5 at the line. Brandon, new fast lap of a 5.95 in that sprint car out there, so he's starting to find something. If I'm not mistaken, he was running blockades out there. Might be running something different now. Caution and one, caution and one. And it's clear. 10 seconds to go. George, new fast lap, 6.89. That is time, drivers. Race it out. Race it out. Looking for Brandon and George to finish out here. Looking for Brandon. He's already pulled it off. All right, shut it down. Shut it down. Richard taking that one. New TQ, 32.
3 minutes left.
404. Bob with 31. 406. Mark 29. Brandon 28. Matt 28. George with 27. I'm going to pause for the cause here. I think we're blowing the track off right meow. All right, looking for marshals to step on out there. I got 2 of them out there. I need 2 more at the far end, and we'll be good to go. Mr. Mark's in this race, so he's not going to be out there. Looking for Luke, David Coleman, Charles, John Cola, John Carpenter, Mark Gagne, short course late model. We're just going to take the far end for us. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh, what'd you do? Just plug it in backwards? All right, I need 1 marshal in the infield down here. Where's my other guy? Here comes Richard. All right, gentlemen, you got 2:45 on the clock here. Roll them off. I think Mr. Coleman might be trying to get a wire soldered back on. We'll see.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Mark trying to take out our marshals already. He's one of these drag racing guys. He's still trying to learn that turn left thing right now. Just busting his chops a little bit. All right, still looking for a check-in from Luke and Mr. Coleman if he's going to make it. See if he actually gets it done in time. He still has 2 minutes.
2 minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left. One minute left. $45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, boys and girls, Mr. Coleman not going to try to make this one after that wire popped off. The order for this one is going to be Luke Smith, Charles Lazer, John Cola, John Carpenter, Mark Gagne. Let's
left.
roll them off.
10 seconds left.
Here we go, shake and bake. Oh, these boys throwing it out there already. Guys, 2 cars can't occupy the same space. Make your pass coming off the turn, and it's a lot easier on both of you. Caution one, and it's clear. Some of these guys are hooked up too much and got to adjust your car to compensate for it.
3 minutes left.
Caution out 4, stay high through 4 drivers, and it's clear. All right, about a minute into it, so minute 15, it's Luke Smith showing the way in that number 21, black and white. That is Wag's old short course late model. At least the car is. I don't know about the body. Brandon behind you. George will get him. John Cole in second there in the white, number 5. Luke Smith dropping to third now. Charles to the top spot in that purple and cream. Coming down the back straightaway. Need to get him a car number one day. Charles on a 39 lap pace. John and Luke also ahead of the current TQ. So top 3
left.
proving their times there. Mr. Carpenter to third now. Cole to fourth. Mark in fifth. Back a couple laps there, having a little struggle. Charles on a 39.404. Luke on a 38.402. About 3 seconds ahead of his old time. Mr. Charles stepping up a whole lap here. Carpenter to third, Cole to fourth. Both of them are really tight there. They're less than a tenth apart, and both now ahead of the old TQ as well. Mark with a 5.59, if that was legit. Everybody else has got a 5.7 or a 5.8. Oh, Cole sideways. Carpenter gets into him.
One minute left.
Carpenter on the inside of Luke. Luke gave him room. "30 seconds to go. Up next, Buggy Late Model. Mr. Charles trying to find a way past Cola here. Luke just throwing the elbows right now. Good save, guys. Good save. That is time, drivers. Race it out. Race it out. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Charles Lazat going to hang on for it. New TQ. 39 and 404.5. Luke Smith back 4 tenths. Almost 5 tenths in second. John Cola 38 and 403. Also beating the old TQ. John Carpenter 38 404. Top 4 beat the old TQ. Mr. Mark in 5th there with 30 laps in 401. Wow.
3 minutes left.
All right, drivers, check them in. Check them in. No high laps. Back to Buggy Late Model. If you're watching online, you definitely need to tune in for this one. Gonna have the in-car camera again for Mr. Casey Bass here.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Now I think Casey's trying a different set of tires this run. Not something I would try to stick with, just because of the nature of the beast, but all right, looking for my marshals. Should be out here. Cars go on the table, you head back out the track to Marshall. We don't need to be running off. You need to take a car back to your pit, there's a pit guy that can do it for you. We need bodies on the track. Mr. Luke with his pink
90 seconds left.
support device. Support device. All right, still looking for marshals. Need you out here. Got one. Here they come. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
75
All
seconds
right,
left.
Cole getting that infield. Mark's going to take the other end, and Mr. Carpenter's going to go to the far end. Gentlemen, roll them off. You got a minute 05 on the clock.
One minute left. "45 seconds left. Left. 15 seconds left.
All right, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments.
10 seconds left.
And Casey said he's going to start at the
Less
back
than
of this
5
one as well.
seconds.
So the order for this one is going to be Mike Raines, TJ Nolan, Jason Wagner, Craig Reynolds, Casey Bass. Rock the in-car camera most of this race, see how it goes. Here we go. We're off and running. Boy, shaking and baking up there. As clean as it's getting right now. I'm impressed, guys. Good job. Is Casey, TJ, Craig. Now it's Craig, Casey, Jason, TJ, and Mike. Almost everybody was ahead of that TQ there for a moment. Current TQ 38.41, caution in 2. Mr. Wags upside down in the 80s camo. He needs to wear the old jams with the same design. Craig Reynolds now to the top of the charts. New fast lap for him, a 5.8 on a 39.402. TJ in second by 3/10. Casey back 6/10. Mike back 2.2. And Wags turned up a notch with a 6.0 that time by. Back 4.8 fifth. Just about halfway, drivers. Oh, Casey getting off the corner slow, and Wags gives him the what for. And we're halfway. Craig Reynolds showing the way, 39.4 flat right now. TJ back a quarter second in second, both ahead of that current TQ. Casey back 3.5 in third. Mike Raines 0.8 to fourth. Wags back about a lap and change in fifth. Craig, TJ, Casey, all ahead of that current TQ. Looks like they're all separated by 3.7 at the line. Mike back 1.8 in fourth. Wags back a lap and change in fifth, right? Meow.
1 minute left.
Craig, your leader in that white-nosed, orange-bodied car. Oh no, Wags upside down. DJ rocking the chrome. Oh, we got kerfuffle in turn 3, and that was your leader. DJ should be taking over here any second now. We'll see. No, it's 1.2 at the line this time by. He's digging hard. 1.6. The Casey back at the line by. I don't know. There he goes across line. He's back 8/10 in third. 25 seconds to go. Fast laps. Reynolds 5.7, Nolan 5.9, Casey 5.7, Rain 6.0, Wagner 6.0. Wagner just turning up to a 5.8 that time by. That is time, drivers. Race it out, race it out. Keep going, keep going. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Craig Reynolds taking it. New TQ, 40 and 405. TJ Nolan, 39 403. Going to put it second. Casey Bass, 39 405. Also beating the old TQ. He's back 1.7. Going to put it third. Mike Rains improving his time to fourth overall with the 38 lap run. And Wags also improving his time to fifth overall with the 36 lap run. That is it for qualifying, everybody. It is 3:30. We're going to take a 20-minute break here. We're going to start it at 3:50. Actually, guys, we are going to have a B main and bomber today. So, first race up will be the B main and bomber. It's going to be Richard, John Carpenter, Charles, and Chad Lazat. Give you that order here in just a moment. All right, track's open for practice now. All right, drivers, once again, we are going to have a B main and bomber. It's going to be Richard Doyle, John Carpenter, Charles, and Chad Lazat. You guys are race 1. Sportsman will be race 2. Buggy late model will be race 3. Maybe we'll take a few minute extra break between those. I know some guys may be running back to back on that. Actually, no, it should be all right here. Nobody's running back to back there. Race 4 will be short course late model. Race 5 will be Ocala Bomber, and we may have to take a break before that one. I'm posting the mains right now.
8.9. 7.5.
Once again, drivers, there is a B main and bomber.
7.5.
You need to check sheet, make sure if you're in it or not, you need to be ready to go at 350.
Seven point 4. 7.0. 7.9. 7.3.
6.7, 6.7,
7.4.
6.7, 6.5,
7.1.
6.9, 6.5,
7.9.
6.8. 6.4.
7.3.
6.4. 6.2. 6.9. 6.4. 6.4. 6.7.
8.3.
6.9.
8.3. 7.5. 7.4.
6.9.
7.5. 7.0. 7.8.
Six point seven. 6.3.
7.3. 7.0.
6.0.
7.8. Eight point nine. 7.0.
6.4, 6.2,
All right, boys and girls,
6.6.
finish lap you're on. Finish lap you're on. Track is now closed. Mr. Wag's going to come out here and do a little maintenance.
8.3.
Ocala Bomber, B main, once again, you will be first. It's going to be Richard, John Carpenter, Charles, and Chad Lazat. Top two will bump to the A. The last race of the night. Again, we are going to blow the track off here and put a little moisture down. All right, boys and girls, listen up, listen up. If you're coming to next week's big off-road race and you call Tom and reserve a pit spot, check online. I think he's posted his number there. All right, boys and girls, had a heavy flock of birds fly over. I think we felt like one little drop. All right, it is 5 after our start time. We are already late. We're slacking. All right, skip by Marshall's out there. Ocala Bomber, A. Mainers, Craig, TJ, John Cole, Luke Smith, David Coleman. I need 4 of you guys out there. Racers in this race, Ocala Bomber, B. Main, Richard Doyle, John Carpenter, Charles Lizotte, Chad Lizotte. Start heading this way. We might have to take a little break between the Buggy Late Model race and the Bomber A Main. We'll see. All right, boys and girls, we did put a little light coat of water down. Give me 1 second here, and we'll get this going.
3 minutes left.
All right, 3 minutes on that clock. Marshals, take your positions, please. Drivers, check them in. Four-man enter, 2-man leave. All right, drivers, turn them loose. You got 2:40 on that clock.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left.
Like Richard's putting the body clips there on the body. He's heading on his way out here with 1:45 to go on this clock. Remember, there's 4 drivers in this race. 2 bump up. We got brother
90
versus
seconds left.
brother.
$75 seconds left. One minute left.
All right, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments.
45 seconds left.
All right, drivers on the stand, are we okay with the drivers on the ground, or do they need to move back? And our drivers up there are happy. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, your order for this one's Richard Doyle, John Carpenter, Charles Lizotte, Chad Lizotte. Remember,
30 seconds left.
only 2 of you bump up to the A main. You just got to be one of the top 2. It doesn't matter which one. Here we go. Charles throwing the elbow already on Carpenter. Ooh, Richard going wide. He's giving up the lead there to Carpenter. Oh no, Charles with a problem. Marshall's gonna try to pick him up, take care of that for him. Like Mr. Coleman's gonna see if he can't jiggle it. Still a chance to get back out there into this one. We'll see what happens. Richard, new fast lap last time by on that Nova, 5.90. Comes back with an 8.4. Carpenter with a 6.31 that time by, backs up with a 7.3, and
3
Mr.
minutes left.
Charles back out there, down a couple laps. We'll see if he can't make some hay while the sun shines here. Carpenter over Doyle at the line by about a lap here. Chad back about 1.4 in that third spot now. Your battle for that transfer spot between Richard and Chad. Richard in the copper color number 45 Nova. Chad in the black Camaro red stripes. Charles dropping a new fast lap 6.6, spins it out on the front straightaway and recovers. Woo! Carpenter hot on the throttle there. Driving smart right now. He's in the lead. 36 lap pace here. Richard right in front of him in second
2
place.
minutes left.
Chad behind him by half a lap here on the track. Carpenter's in cruise mode right now. Charles got to find 4 laps out there somewhere. You see a mysterious pileup of all 3 of the other cars, you'll know what happened. Charles is sending a message. This is mine. We'll see what happens though. Charles down to a 6.36. That purple and cream. It's John Carpenter out in that white number 99, black hood. Showing the way. Fast lap of a 6.31. Richard in second. Comes Rich across line. Back
1 minute
about
left.
a lap, make that almost 2 laps. Chad in third by 3.7. He's got to find something here. Or hope for a mechanical failure out of Richard. Whoa, Richard way out past Champions Groove. And there goes Chad. That might be for position now. Yes, it is. Richard's got to find 3.5 seconds here in 38 seconds. You're going to need a couple more of those 5.9s again. Seesawing on that steering wheel too much. Richard answering back with a 6.4 with 10 seconds to go. And right now, you cross line, you're going to be done. Looking for Chad and Charles. Caution and 4, and shut it down. John Carpenter taking it 36.41. Chad Lazat 34.405. Going to bump up to that A main. Richard with 33 laps there, and Charles having early trouble with 31 laps.
Three minutes left.
All right, Mr. Doyle running back to back here. We need a couple of volunteer marshals to help us out with this one.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Sportsmen, you guys are up meow. Looking for Richard, Mark, Bob, Matt, Brandon, and George.
Two minutes left. 90 seconds left.
All right, need my marshals out there from that last race. Couple volunteers would be great. I know Mr. Richards running back to
75
back.
seconds left.
Looking for Mark. Looking for Matt. Brandon to check in.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left.
All right, Mr. Charles going to jump in the
30
infield.
seconds left. "15 seconds left.
All right, boys and girls, let's
10
get them off the
seconds
groove.
left.
We're going to turn you loose here for about 30 seconds.
Less than 5 seconds. 30 seconds left.
You picked a fine time to leave me loose, wheel. Somebody give Richard a hug.
15 seconds
He's been
left.
on the roller coaster of emotions today, going from my car's junk to
10 seconds left.
it's awesome in practice. We figured it
Less
out.
than 5 seconds.
All right, drivers, let's slow it down here a second. Give Mr. Doyle a chance to throw that wheel back on and throw a wheel nut on it. Get you guys more laps here in a minute. I have a feeling there was no wheel nut on to begin with. Fast as that thing came off. Mr. Charles, why don't you just jump that or put the car to the side there and take your position. We'll give Mr. Richard a chance to get back on. I want to give these guys a couple more hot laps here. All right, drivers, turn them loose again. Give you guys another 30 seconds here. Mr. Matt, cross the line for me one more time. All right, thank you, sir. All right, looks like Mr. Richards got it back together. Gonna take 2 laps and we're gonna get going here. Woo, he's got some steering in that one. And I think it's got some steering in it. All right, drivers. Let's see, we got marshals. I need somebody here in the south end. Hey, help out Mr. Charles here in the south end, please. Your order for this one, don't run off just yet, drivers. I'm gonna make sure we got one more marshal out here for you, though. Your order when we get going here will be Richard, Mark, Bob, Matt, Brandon, and George. Oh, you got this, Charles. All right, Charles says he's got this. Roll them off, drivers. Mr. Richard, your TQ, 32404. Mark in second, Bob third, Matt fourth, Brandon fifth, George sixth. Here we go. Oh, we had a little kerfuffle there. Didn't catch it. Caution in 3 and 4. Caution in 3 and 4. And that was one of our leaders. Now it's Mark out in the front in that white. Number 55. Excuse me, 56. Matt in second right now in that black mud boss. Richard taking over that spot though, down the front straightaway. George in fourth right now. Caution in 1. Go low through 1. Low through 1. Mr. Brandon in fourth in that sprint car. Trying to keep it in one piece here. He's almost fighting one-handed out there. Caution in 1. Go high into 1. High, high, high. Stay high, drivers.
3 minutes left.
And it's clear. Mark, remember, turn 1 is at the north end of the track. Mr. Brandon out there in the front now in that sprint car on a 32-lap pace. Mark in second by 1.2 in the white short course. Excuse me, white street stock. Bob Rumplash in the green street stock in third. Matt and the Mud Boss in fourth. Caution in 3, caution in 3. Got a little kerfluffle there between all of the guys. Mr. Richard in the yellow short course late model in fifth. Mr. George back 9/10 in that sixth spot. So some good battles everywhere in the field right now. Mark falling over in that right rear and spinning out. Gonna let Bob by for that second spot. Richard trying to sneak up in there, but he's about a lap behind some of these guys. And your leader getting tied up there a little bit with the kerfluffle. Caution on the front straight. Mr. Doyle having a little issue there, and he's back underway. Mark on the new fast lap of a 6.22. Matt with a 6.48. Caution 3. Go hide in 3. Hide in 3. Hide in 3. Great job from our marshal picking the car up out of the way. Up next, buggy late model. It's going to be Craig, TJ, Casey, Mike, and Jason. And your leader stuck in turn 2 there. Bob now in second, trying to run him down. It is 1.7 apart at the line between the sprint car and the green car. And now I think your sprint car might be having an issue.
1 minute left.
I have a feeling the speed control wire came out of the receiver. Come on, guys. You can't be caught crossing the track in the middle of a race. You can drive it to the side. You can repair it. Other than that, it's done. Caution in 2. Caution in 2. Mr. Richard. 30 seconds to go. Bob showing the way in the green street. Slash street. Mark in second in the white. Matt in third. George sending your leader off the track there outside, and Mr. Mark goes by to take this top spot with 10 seconds to go, and Mr. Mark giving George the what for. That is time, drivers. You cross line, you will be done. Race it to the line. Looking for one more and shut it down. Mark Gagnon going to take it 33.406. Bob Rumplash in second, 32.404. Matt Winston going to take third with 31. Richard with 29. George with 27. And Mr. Brandon unfortunately out after 23 laps from the lead. Whew.
3 minutes left.
All right, guys, cars to the table, cars off, radios off. Return any transponders to me and immediately head back out the track to Marshall. Need some marshals out there. These boys are just about ready to rock and roll. Gonna have our in-car camera in this race again as well for a little while anyways.
2 minutes.
Some people
30
may get
seconds
dizzy, we
left.
don't know. Oh, Mr. Casey says he's not giving it up this time. He was taking one for the team for the great shots in the in-car camera. They're starting last, but now since the medal is on the line, no mercy, sweep the leg.
2 minutes left.
Honestly, he's carrying like an extra ounce or two of weight, guys, so at least. They are not the lightest cameras out there by any means. All right, we got 3 marshals out there, a couple in infield. We're going to turn you guys loose. 1:45 on that clock. Run them out.
$90 seconds left. $75 seconds left. One minute left.
Just a reminder to everybody at the end of this, taking some podium
45
pictures
seconds
here
left.
on the staging area. So if your top 3 are TQ, may want to be in those. Like all the classes getting some medals today.
30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments.
$15 seconds left.
All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. It's going to be Craig Reynolds, your top qualifier,
10
40 and
seconds
405 is going to lead us off, followed by TJ Nolan, Casey Bass in third,
Less than
Mike
5
Raines,
seconds.
Jason Wagner. All right, we're going in-car camera for the start of this one. Give it a shot anyways. Here we go. I don't know, looks like the camera in Casey's car might be a little dead here. Oh, we got a kerfuffle in 1 and 2. We'll have to go to the in-car camera a little later. It's a little rough out there. Casey showing the way, though. Mike in second, TJ third, Craig fourth, Jason fifth right now. Ooh, TJ up on 2 wheels in turn 1. Like he's got a little more grip out there. Thing's digging. Oh, Mike just mugged him.
3 minutes left.
Casey showing the way, 41.405 right meow. Craig in second, bye. Here he comes across the line. Craig back 4.8. Mike Raines in third by 1.7. TJ and Wags battling out here. TJ has it. He's back 1.9 in fourth. Wags a quarter second in fifth. We'll try that in-car camera again. Oh, she's definitely a little challenging today in this round, unfortunately. Ooh, TJ getting sideways. Whoa, watch out. Craig almost there. Pull him off, George. Just pull him off. Pick him up. Caution 3 and 4. Caution 3 and 4, and it's clear.
2 minutes left.
At the line, Mr. Casey showing the way. Craig back, a lap and change. Mike Raines back 1.2, that final podium spot. Wags trying to run him down about 5.5 back. Wags driving it off the wall down the front straightaway. Now doing it off the back straightaway. Mike runs him high. Oh, Wags says, not up in here. One minute to go. Up next, short course late model. It's going to be Charles, Luke, John Cola, John Carpenter, David Coleman, Mark Gagnon. Casey showing the way on a 40 lap, 4 flat. Make that 41.406 now. Craig Reynolds back a lap and change in second. Mike Raines in third. You can't get a difference for you here. Here comes Mike. Down a solid lap, almost 2 laps. Wags, new fast lap of a 6.1 on the previous lap. Back 2.9 in that 4 spot with 23 seconds to go, trying to find a way to get on that podium. Battle for that final spot between Mike Raines in the silver and black and Wags in the 80s camo scheme there with his jam pants. Like the Nickelodeon car or something, man. That is time you cross line. You are done. Mr. Reynolds is done. Raines is done. Wags is done. Casey's done. Shut it down. Casey Bass said he wasn't going to race today, but comes out and takes it. 41.405. Craig with 39. Mike 37. Wags 37. Difference of 1.1.
3 minutes left. Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left.
All right, looking for some marshals. Here comes Mr. Craig. Thank you, sir. Mr. Gagnon's out there. Mr. Casey's coming out. Who else we missing out there? Here comes Mr. TJ. Thank you, sir.
90 seconds left.
Mr. Mark, come off that. Mr. Wags, take care of it. Mark, come off there. Mr. Wags got it. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. All right, drivers. As soon as Mr. Wags gets in the infield, we're turning you loose for some more hot laps, some actual hot laps this time. All right, roll them off. You got a minute. And it looks like we're having a special guest driver for this one.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
I missed that. Mr. Casey, I don't know what happened. I'm not sure the battery is low.
15 seconds left.
But the in-car camera didn't work so well, the main.
10
Could be a lot
seconds
of
left.
interference here right now. It worked good in the first 2 rounds, so
Less than
maybe
5
something
seconds.
else. We'll see. All right, let's slow him down. Last call for any adjustments. Uh-oh. You know, I'll allow it. But you only get 2 tires. No, I'm just kidding. Mr. John was trying to be here earlier. He got tied up with the work. He let some buddies know ahead of time he was going to try to make it, and then it just didn't happen. So he's arrived here to pick up some stuff, as well as, I guess, Mr. Mark said, I can't drive this thing. Let's see if you can do any better. So while we're waiting for that last-minute tire swap, your top qualifier, Charles Lazer, 39.44, will lead us off here in a few minutes. Mr. Luke Smith's going to line up second. John Collett in third. John Carpenter fourth. David Coleman fifth. And Mark/John going to roll off last. I know some of these guys are running the buggy late model and the bomber, so a little extra time here going to help them out. So if you're tuning in online, pick your winner in this one. Make sure you get the hex on correctly, because you never hear the end of it. You strip a hex out. Hate when that happens. That's an expensive mistake. I thought you don't remember nothing when you're old. Not you don't know nothing. You know a lot. You just don't remember it. He's double checking everything. Don't want another Richard to happen, unfortunately. Poor Richard. It's a good time to remind you, gentlemen, to check your nuts. The public health service provided by Newred Hobbies. All right. All right, boys and girls, let's get them lined up here and roll it off. Charles, Luke, John Cola, John Carpenter, David Coleman, John C. Hall. And Luke's trying to get those hits in already. Again, Charles, Luke, Cola, Carpenter, Coleman, Gagne. Here we go. Luke throwing it in there. Kind of stuck. Oh, Charles going wide. Luke trying to make tough time there. Not able to do it. Caution out for 4, and it's clear. Mr. John trying to do a good sportsmanship thing here and jump out of the way a little bit. Trying to figure that thing out. Help Mr. Mark out. Oh, Coleman getting tangled up. He's waiting for him. Go, go, go. Good sportsmanship, guys. Appreciate it. Ooh, that was close. Mr. Cola's digging in the corners, cautioning 1 and 2, and it's clear. Woo, shake and bake. It's Luke, John Carpenter, John Cola, David Coleman, Charles Lazat, and John. Coleman, caution 1, go high in the 1, high in the 1. Driver, stay high in the 1. It is Cola to second now over Carpenter. Carpenter trying to drive back underneath him. Through the whiskers, and they're banging sides here like it's the 1979 Daytona 500. And there's a fight in turn 3. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Luke Smith showing the way here in that 21. Oh, he clips Cole a little bit. Help him out. It's Charles in second, Carpenter, Coleman. Cola at the line. And Seahaw looks like he's pulled it off there. Luke underneath Carpenter, trying to put him a lap down. Coleman trying to get up in there. That is a battle. Luke, you just want to stay out of that one. Those three are battling out, man. You're on cruise control right now. You got a battle lap on them. Save you some headaches. Luke showing the way. 40 lap 401. Coleman in second. Carpenter in third by a 1/10. Charles back half a second at the line. Carpenter another half a second. Now they spread out a little bit. Luke can pick his way back through the field here if he can do it. Up next, Ocala Bomber start heading this way.
1 minute left.
You got 1 minute left in this one. Luke Smith rocking the old Wags short course. Fast laps here, 5.8 from Luke, 5.8 from Charles. Coleman with a 5.59 on lap 26. Carpenter with a 5.7, Cola 5.9. Gagne / Seahawk 6.4 on lap 10. 20 seconds to go. Battles between Coleman and Charles right here for that second spot. Oh no, they flip upside down. And Coleman's going to get that second. No, Carpenter's up to the second spot now. 5 seconds to go. They're going to get one more lap. Coleman spins out. TJ Super Marshall on top of it there. Doesn't matter. Coleman's done. Race it to the line. Woo! Shut it down. Shut it down. Luke Smith going to take that one. 44.02. John Carpenter benefiting from that late race kerfluffle. Going to finish second. Cola in third. Back 1 second. And Mr. Charles back another second and fourth. Coleman finishing in fifth. Wow.
3 minutes.
Battling out for that second spot, ends up fifth. You know they're up there on the stand shaking. All right, boys and girls, about time for that last race of the night.
Two minutes, 30 seconds.
Somebody's got to
left.
tell Cole to pay attention to my voice a lot more. That's twice now. He's coming here right after I called the final results out. All right, did the big show tonight. Ocala Bomber. We had 10 cars. Spread across the field a little too much for my liking there. So we had a B main. Whittled out 2. We got an 8-car field here. Hopefully he's going to stay pretty
2
clean.
minutes left.
Need my marshals to start heading out there as soon as possible.
$90 seconds left. $75 seconds left.
All right, we need my marshals out there so these drivers can get some hot laps. So we'll need a check-in from Craig, John Cola, John Carpenter. We're going to need some volunteers for this one. I know it's 3 of these guys are running back-to-back. So basically, if you're not racing, I need you out here. Help a brother out.
45 seconds left.
I know I should see Mr. Casey out there. Mr. George's going to head out there for us. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Bob. And we get Brandon out here, one of the other younger guys. Mr. Mark's coming out. You don't have to worry about a fifth scale car coming flying at his head. Although, if we start racing 8 scales out here, that can be a very well possible
15 seconds
possibility.
Left. 10 seconds
I think like some of the nitro ones are like 8-pound minimum used to be or something like that. It's just scary.
5 seconds.
All right, gentlemen, we got some marshals out here. We're going to turn you loose. Roll them off. Mark, if you want to take the middle of the infield, cover the front and back a little bit. Those guys might appreciate a little extra help. You guys had one job. I had a measuring wheel and I measured the track. I just forget what it was. So, be like a 10-foot gap between all of you. Plenty of room. All right, last race tonight. Looks like everybody's got their sunglasses on and hats on because that sun's starting to get low out there. Those are some long shadows. Mr. Chad, you can pull your car in the infield, please. Get it out of the way so these guys can get some more high laps. All right, drivers, finish lap you're on. Last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. All right, drivers, remember, this is an 8-car field. A little windy out. Marshals, look alive. It's going to be hot and heavy out there. Your top qualifier for Ocala Bomber, Craig Reynolds, 38,405. He's going to lead us off by TJ Nolan, Mike Raines in third, John Cola, Luke Smith, David Coleman in sixth, John Carpenter, Chad Lazat. Three feet, gentlemen, 3 feet. You brag about it all the time. And here we go. And looks like we got a good clean start here. Thank you, drivers. Appreciate it. Mr. Luke getting sideways off of 2. Gonna drop a spot or so. And that thing's got some turn in. Caution in 3, caution in 3. Good save, guys. Good save. Mr. Carpenter bumping up a spot now to 5th. It's Craig, TJ, Mike, Coleman, Carpenter, Cola, Luke. Low into 3, low into 3. Driver stay low into 3. Mr. Bob, next time, pick it up out of the way. Stay high through 4, high through 4. And it's clear. Remember, marshals, pick the car up out of the way. You're not going to flip it over in time. There's too many cars out there. You got to put them out of the racing groove. It's Craig Reynolds showing the way now. TJ Nolan trying to run him back down here by 1.7 at the line. Coleman up to 3rd.
3 minutes left.
Craig in the white and orange. TJ in 2nd. Silver, black, and red. Oh, Carpenter stuck against the wall there. He's dropping down to 6th. Oh, Coleman upside down. That's your 3rd place car. Oh, going for a little tumble. Caution 3, and it's clear. Some of these boys kicking some loose stuff back out in the groove a little bit. You guys got to be a little cautious out of 4. 145 down, 2:15 to go. It's Craig Reynolds, TJ Nolan, David Coleman, Mike Raines, John Cola, John Carpenter, Luke Smith, Chad Lazat. Caution 3, and it's clear.
Two minutes left.
Leader coming off turn 4. Here comes TJ back 1 lap at the line now. Oh, TJ and Chad getting tangled up. Coleman to 3rd. Raines back 2 seconds in 4th. Cola back in 5th by 4.6. Carpenter behind him a little bit. Caution in 3, and it's clear. 1:25 to go. And your leader's spinning out in turn 4. And TJ is going to pick up some time here, but he's still down a lap at the line.
One minute left.
$40 seconds. It's Craig, TJ, Dave Colton, Mike Rains, John Cola, Carpenter now to 5th. Cola back 2nd and 6th. Luke in 7th, and Mr. Chad trying to run them all down here. Caution in 2, it's clear. Caution in 4. And it's clear. 10 seconds to go. That sun's getting low. Stay high down the front straight. Stay high into 1. Pick it up. That's time. Racing to the line. Looking for one more. Mr. Cola, shut it down. Craig Reynolds going to take it. 39.4 flat. TJ with 37. Dave Coleman with 37. John Cola down 2 laps in 4th. Carpenter another lap in 5th. Mike finishing out one more in 6th. Luke with 33 as well. Back 12 seconds there. And Chad rounding out the field. Woo! That is it for racing today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to get to our podium ceremonies here in just a few minutes. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you sometime this week for the off-road indoors. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.